This is a bag that I vowed never to buy because I thought it was the ugliest bag ever. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, my name is Jasleen, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I thought I'd film a little video on how I'm finding the trendy CC so far. Guys, I meant to say Chanel 19, not trendy CC. This is a bag that I vowed to never buy when it came out because I thought it was the ugliest and most hideous bag ever. There was way too much going on, way too many statement details on one bag. So you've got oversized quilting, okay? You've got chunky hardware. You've also got mixed metal hardware. So it's got like gold, it's got ruthenium, it's got shiny silver. It's also slouchy, so that's a statement detail. It also has an oversized CC turn lock, which I don't mind. I would have wanted it in plain before, right? Now, I mean, I love the bag now, but I thought, you know, hey, if they just made this, you know, chain CC just solid, like plain, okay, I could get along with it. But this is also statement detail, so I thought there were just way too many statement details competing on the bag, and I just thought it was way too much. As you know, I ended up buying this exact bag twice. I've told you that story before. Long story short, last, I think September or October, I can't remember. This is part of 20K, I think. I think it's 20, yeah, 20K. If I'm wrong, I'll just put it here. But I saw this, I never saw the small size in store. I always saw the larger sizes because this small, or this, they actually call this the medium, by the way, but we call it the small in the community. So I always saw the larger ones in boutique, and I'm like, I thought it just wasn't my style. It was close to launch date, so I saw this sitting on the shelf and I'm like, wow, that's really nice. I really like it. It looks like a marshmallow. It's like a cloud, and the white was just a perfect white. It's not too yellow, it's not too pink, it's not too blue. Like, it's a very true white and very clean looking, and especially with the yellow gold hardware, it really just stands out. And I pulled it off the shelf and I felt it and I'm like, this is really nice. And I ended up buying it. Like, it was a spur of the moment type of thing where I just went for it and I bought it. And everyone in the boutique, even my sales associate, he's always just like, why don't you get the 19? You really need the 19. It's such an amazing bag. And everybody there was like cheering me on, like, you're getting that bag, oh my god, that's amazing, like, you really need that bag. So everybody was egging me on, and I'm like so happy, and I'm like, oh my god, I got it. And then when I got home and I filmed the unboxing, originally the first unboxing, I was like, the strap is falling off my shoulder, and I started to have a little bit of doubts. So I ended up returning the bag, and then back a couple of months ago, I was back at the boutique, and you know, they were kind of at a point where they were in between seasons and they didn't have a whole lot of stock. And this is when they start to pull things out from the back, okay? And they put it on the shelf because they need to keep everything full, and they have a coordinator that comes in to stage the whole boutique, and they, you know, change the display up so it's a little bit more interesting anytime that you come and visit. So this was sitting on the shelf, and they also had a white for the summer collection for 2021. And I'm like looking at it, and it was a little bit, like, it was different than the white, like it was a different shade of white, and I pulled it off again, and I'm like, oh, this is really nice, and is this the same? And it had a boutique generated tag, basically, which was not the original tag. So it was the boutique generated tag, and it was in goatskin, whereas the new season ones were lambskin. And I asked my sales associate, I'm like, is that the same bag that I brought back? And he looked at it and he's like, yes. So it was the exact same bag, so it was waiting for me for a couple months. And then I thought it was a sign to buy it, and I'm so glad that I did go and buy it. My husband loves this bag. I think this is a very comfortable bag. It is a dream to use, and I can see why so many people love it. I feel as though I love using the bag more than what it looks like. Like, it's not the aesthetic of the bag that I'm so in love with as much as how comfortable it is to use. This is one of the bags, even though it's white, it's one of the bags where I'm not so worried about it. Like, I'm not worried about throwing it in the back seat of the car. I pick it up by the top handle. It has a very nice back pocket in which I slide my phone in. And it's got a very comfortable strap. Like, I wear it crossbody. It's not such a problem. I wear it on my shoulder if I want to, but majority of the time I carry it like this, and I put it in the crook of my arm, and it is absolutely comfortable. It fits a lot. As you know, it's a slouchy bag, so I'll just show you what I've got in here so far. So no fuss. Like the flap too, like it's not so stiff, so you can really bring it all the way back, and that's a very handy thing, because usually with bags you gotta, like, you can only bring it up to here and then you have to get in, but this, it just kind of comes down, which is nice. In here I do have an organizer from Zumani that they did make for me, and it matches the interior color perfectly. So the interior color is like a beige, and I have an organizer in here because I want to protect the light lining inside, and I also want to help preserve the shape. I also have a base shaper from MBoutique. MBoutique is a company in Australia that I discovered on Etsy, like way back before I started YouTube. I bought a base shaper for my wallet on chain, and I've had base shapers made for some of my other bags as well, and some of you have purchased and have enjoyed that. I do have a coupon code for both Zumani and for MBoutique in the description box. I don't earn any commission from that. It's just for you guys to have a little bit of a discount. So in here, I had a little day trip today, so I took my mini pochette accessoire from Louis Vuitton, and this has my makeup in it. I usually wouldn't take this with me, but I wasn't sure how long we were going to be gone for, so I just ended up taking it, and it fits inside perfectly. I have my card holder here, so this is from Goyard, and then I also have a pack of gum. Gotta need the gum. I have my Hermes Bastia change purse. I also have some cash in my little plastic Ziploc pouch that I always put in. I also got some money from family because it was our anniversary, so our parents sometimes give money for that. And then I also have lip products. I have a lip liner and lip stick. And I have a face mask, and then that's the organizer. Just got little bips and bobs in there. I have lottery tickets in here, so my husband told me to put it in here because he got lottery tickets. And I have a little Bluetooth remote for my tripod. This is the Zumani bag organizer, so it's pretty good and it fits really well in there. In here I do have a base shaper in from MBoutique. And they did send me a replacement actually, because Canada Post had stuffed this into my mailbox and it was bent, even though the envelope said clearly do not bend. So they were kind enough to send me a replacement for this after I emailed them, so I do have that. But just today I have this in there. I'm going to switch that one out, but it's just because it bent, so it was fine. So mine is made in France. I don't know if you can tell, that's what it says. And that's the bag without the base shaper, so it's going to be like saggy unless you put something inside, and the medium size is not likely to sag nearly as much as the larger size is. So I usually, and I've done videos on this before on how to preserve the shape of your bags, I always recommend getting a base shaper, so MBoutique is great for that. They have ones already made for some of the popular bags, but if you have one, you can always custom, you can measure the base for them and let them know, and then they'll make one for you. So I always say, put a base shaper in, and then also put in a bag organizer. And it's just something to, you know, if you're like me and you know, I do like a little bit, I like the relaxed look of this, but I don't want it to be too relaxed. So this has been great and it fits perfectly inside. So I've got the base, the bag organizer inside. So I get the soft squishy feel of the bag without it being super soft and squishy, if you know what I mean. I forgot to mention that I can also, when I have everything in, I can just stick in my sunglasses as well, which is really nice. And I also put in my phone in the back and it fits really well. I just kind of stick it in. Now if I have the phone, I have the iPhone 12 Pro, not the max size, but the Pro, which is also a pretty big phone. And when you put the phone in, you can't really close the button, the magnetic button, but that's fine, I don't mind. But otherwise, it does have a very nice magnet that closes if you want to put something else inside, because we always have the phone in our hands. but it's just been a dream to use. Like, honestly, it's really comfortable. I am contemplating getting it in black, but I do want goatskin. I know people have said lambskin is softer, which of course it is, but on this, just because I like my 19 pouch that I have that's in goatskin, I really like the feel of the goatskin for this style of bag because I feel it's a little bit more durable and will hold its structure a little bit better. That's just my opinion. It may not necessarily be true, but I just feel it's a little bit more durable. So in terms of wear and tear, I've been using this for about 2 months now, especially with the hot weather. It's been just such a great summer bag. I don't know if I'll really wear this in the fall or winter, but it's just a great summer bag for, you know, color wise. Of course, if it was a different color, you can definitely pull it off all year round. But this for me has been a very easygoing, casual summer bag when it's so hot outside and you just want to be in comfortable clothing and you just want a comfortable bag. So I would highly recommend getting this even in lighter colors. Like, don't be scared of getting it in lighter colors, but I can see why people appreciate this bag. I was wrong. And you know, the thing is, I don't jump on the bandwagon when new styles come on scene. I like to kind of wait it out a little bit. So yes, this was an it bag for 2019, 2020. It still is. It's still in demand. It's still selling out. And I just like the color combination of this, and it fits so well in my wardrobe. It's a bag that I easily reach for. Like, it's not something that takes a lot of time for me to switch into. So I really just enjoyed this. Top handle feature is great. In terms of like wear and tear for the leather, I can't really comment on it because it hasn't been long enough since I've had it, but so far goatskin has been really great and I haven't noticed any nicks or anything like that on here. If I wanted to wipe it down, I can wipe it down if I want to, but honestly, the thing is with white bags, like, yes, it's a light color, but so are other light colors. So are like baby pinks or baby blues or beige. Like, all of these colors are light. They're gonna also get dirty, just like white. So if you want white, just get the white. Don't think that if you get beige that it won't get dirty. It will get dirty unless you get black or a darker color. So yeah, that is just a couple of minutes on talking to you about how I'm enjoying my 19, and hopefully later on I can do more updated review, but I hope this was helpful for you guys to see what fits inside. Definitely get a base shaper for this and a bag organizer. Together it's gonna be a dream for this bag and it won't be as sloppy looking. The only thing I would say, actually I forgot to add, is the strap. Sometimes when you pick it up, it does flip like that, so that's not a huge deal. And also when you set it down on the table, if you, this also doesn't tend to stay at the front when you do wear it. It does kind of go back. So if you do like the looks, you can make it sort of stay like that, but sometimes it doesn't. If you're setting it on the table, make sure when you set it down that the chain goes behind the bag, so that it doesn't flop forward. So if you have the chain at the front, then all that weight is at the front and then it'll just like flop forward, and that's not, you know, it's kind of devastating. It can fall off the table. You don't want that. I hope you found this video helpful and I'll see you next time. Bye.